Okay, so I've never been able to quite figure out exactly what Mr. Handpay is up to with his blackjack sessions, which always seem to me to be not quite suicidal, but certainly aimed more for sort of drama and excitement and whatever than at profit. I don't know what his deal is with the casinos. It's none of my business, and what he does during his blackjack sessions is entirely his business because it's his money and it's his choice. So don't misunderstand me when I say I'm completely mystified by the way that he behaves at a blackjack table. It is entertaining, I'm sure. He has plenty of loyal followers. He's not quite up there with Vegas Matt, but he's offering a different style of play entirely. Um, Both of these guys, I've been watching them now for over a year, and they have improved enormously over that period of time, and I hope that I have too. But of course, I have an entirely different agenda to theirs. Sorry about the creak of my chair, but there we are. That's what you get in an old office with an old guy in front of an old computer, which crashes rather too often. But in between crashes, it's bloody marvelous. So what can I say? Anyway, Mr. Handpay, this particular session, I'm going to be watching out for dealer 22s as before and just reporting on exactly what they would have cost him if they'd been a push rather than a pay. And and then I'll have a speeded up version so that you can fly through that. And at the end of this whole thing, there will be a an Excel file which breaks down every single hand and shows you what the pattern betting bets would have been if I'd been playing alongside him or if I'd been whispering in his ear. Most of all, telling him, for God's sake, man, stop playing multiple hands. It's nuts. But anyway, like I say, his money, his choice, and he's building an audience far bigger than mine, so he must know what he's doing, right?
So, $500 in green, 7,500 in purple, 2,000 in black. We're gonna do 100 times 3. Let's go. 16, 20, 17. We're gonna stay on all 3. What did I bet? I bet this one that time? Or did I bet? Lucky. So I would have had was it 2 up? So I would have got
19.
19, yeah. That's all good. So 3. Or no, 2, 1 and 1.
19?
Yeah.
Would be 1 to 1.
Yep, 1 and 1, yep.
Jose, I picked it up. He has 19. So I own this.
All right, 100 times 3, we're gonna keep it the same. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna play a lot of the what if game here, since we're starting at $100 in that. We're gonna surrender, 16. We're gonna hit our 14. Worked out. Okay, 100 times 3. Blackjack, 13.9. All right. 150 over there. Plus our 2 to 1. 8 or less. 9. 18. 16. 2. Okay, that's. Yes, we're gonna go up to 300 per hand. Let's do it. Another blackjack. Got a 21 there, we got a 21 here. Gonna hit our 13. 20, we're gonna get paid 450 over here. Right here. 21. We're gonna go to 4 units. Lucky, times 3. All right, we got 4 units here on each hand. Blackjack, so we're gonna double our 10. Put it down, please. We're gonna stay on our 14. We're gonna double our 10 here. Dealer showing a 4. The suspense. 14, 21. We can only push if we get a number 1. Oh, we lost 1. Lost 2. Lost them all. It was the right play. 300 times 3. Stay on all 3. 16, 26. And I thought you had it too. Let's go back to the lucky. So we can get up to 5,000 on there. Suited 777, pay 5,000. 2015, 16. Nothing up there. We are going to, all right, we got 20, we're going to stay. 15, we're going to stay. We're going to split our 8s, 2, 3, please. We're going to stay and stay. Big, 19. 3 out of 4, we lose. Okay. We're going to raise our base bet to 4. Come on, $1,200 over there, $400 per hand. 6, 14, 14, 14, 14, 21, I don't know if any left. Oh, 14, 22. 15, upside down 9, we would have lost. We're gonna go 6 units here. Times 3. There we go. 11, 14, blackjack, showing a 10, don't do it. All right, $600, double down over there. We got a 21, we're gonna get paid 3 to 1. We're gonna hit our 14, 19, we're gonna get 900 on this blackjack. 6. Big, 16, now 18. All right, we won this one. Here's the big one, here's the big one. Oh, lost it all. What's the half of that there? We're gonna go 7 units. 2,100 we got out there. Haven't had a blackjack in a while. 7. Got a 20 to give us that. All right, 8 or less. Nope. 7 or less. There it is. 1,050. All right, let's pull some craziness. We're good. 18. Winner. We're going down to 300 a hand. Times 3.
You have 700.
Me too. All right, 16 over here, we're going to surrender. All right, we're going to hit this one. Even if it's a 5, 4, 3, I'm okay with it. We're going to save it for this. Nope, 16, we'll take another one. Too many, we'll stay on 20. Do 2 hands, 200 apiece. Plus this one. Here, 5, 20, 19, 18. All right, 300 times 2. 17, 11, we're going to double our 3. I'm sorry, double our 11. What? Double our 3 chip bat. 21. Too many. $900. 400 times 2. We're going to stay over there. We're going to split our deuces. Deuces get dangerous. We're going to stay here. We'll stay there. 16, nice. $1,200. 400 times 2. 14. 19. Give us one of those. Winner. Keep the $400 bet the same. Whoop. Dealer tip. All right, would you double a 9 against a 7? $400 bet. Myself, $50 for the dealer. We're going to double it. We're going to stay at 9. 18. 5 cards that can help us. 6 cards. Not one of them. $400 again. There's 2. There's 12. 20. We're going to surrender this. We get $200 back. 19. Profitable because we surrendered there. Dealers are in play. 13 times 2 showing the ace. I think you got it. No. Nope. Save yourself some money. 14. Too many. Too many. 2 aces. 200 times 2. Twice we almost get it. Here's double our 11. Get it. Big L there. 3 hands, 100 a hand. I'll do it over. Hit our 8. 10. 15. Another 25. Surrender our 6. 150 here. $100 times 3 here. Doubling our 11. Get paid on the 21. 3 to 1. We're going to stay on the other 2. So it's 19 or 20, right? It's hardly no, 400. Same way. We're going to hit our 9. 15, I don't like that. 21, I do like that. Since we got 21, I'm going to hit this one. I like that. I'm going to surrender this one. So let's see if I save myself some money or not. Okay. 2 to 1 there. 12. 21. Stay 19. 7 or less. 19. 19. All right. Push, push, push. 2 units. 200 times 3. How many aces? You have not had a blackjack.
Sure.
I talked about it, so we're in trouble. Not again. That's why you don't take even money. That's why you don't take insurance. 15. Here it comes. 0, 20. 21. 3 to 1 again. 19. That's one of them. $100 times 3. 13, 8, 10. How many? That's like so many. I get to check it. So you got 21 here. You got 19 here. Suited 21. Oh, good call. 10 to 1. 1 here. Nothing over there. Good call. Let me check it. You were due. Okay. All right. While she's starting to shuffle, we're gonna come. 75. 8,000. 9,000. 10,000. 11,000. 11,500. 11,600. $11,750. So we're up 1,750 so far. Not bad. Let's keep it going. We're doing the same 100. We'll go 100 by 2 this time. Why fix it with that? Here we go. Shoot out of 10. 12. 17. We're going to hit our 10. And we're going to stay 20, 20, 17. Too many. 200 times 3. Do it. Nothing on top. 6. 15, 16, 20. Another 10. 16. Yeah. Bound to come out at some point. 17. So we win 1. 23. What's that? 19? Oh, sorry. A little foggy for being here in Vegas. Or back to this. Nothing. 12. 22. 14. 19. 8 or less. Okay. 2 hands. 300 per hand. 7. 13. 23. 18. I always hit 18s, and I hurt myself this time. 13. Now 10. 16. 22. 400 times 2. So I go 19, 19, no ace, no ace, no ace. 400. Every time I get a pair of 8s, the dealer always says 10, and I don't really have a choice. 19, we're going to stay. Hit my 10. 19, we're going to hit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We surrender now. That's right. That's it. Busted. All right, okay. All right, 400 times 2. Here we go. Got a $17, $40 bet, $25 tip for the dealer. 400 again right here. 1 card. Nuts. The main hand. Just big one not today. 18. We lose them all. We're going to go up to 11 units here. 1,100 times 2. And a little bit more lucky. Come on. 8, 5, 10. 18. 19. 20. $1,600 times 2. Split. 13. Right side. Standard 20. I'll do it again. 18. 19. Take a 3 and 23. That means at the end you get that 10. There's no 10. No 10. This is my 1 hand here. My 1 hand. Oh, I did it. That was tough. 3,500 1 hand. Blackjack. Just have it. You have it.
A few inches later.
Hail Mary time, 2,500 times 3. Here we go, 2,500 times 3. You 1 blackjack. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. 60, you got it again. Ugh, that's terrible. One hand, $5 grand. Take 1. 15. Too many. Do it again. 17. 21. 5,000 times 2. 11. 15. 10. 20. 15. 26. There we go. $10,000 one. 1 hand. 5,000. 16, 19, don't do it. 19, that's good. Come on, 17, don't do that. 17. Change it up. Took the dealer 6. Oh, all right. I knew it was going to be a 2. I knew it was going to be a 2. Nice. All right, $30,000 win. Oh, gosh. Oh, if that next card is a 5 or less, that's crazy. You're at 10, 25, 30, 35. That's amazing. Yeah, just take a deep breath for a second here. 25, 30, 35. 40,000, 42, 43, 44, 44,000. So a bunch of money on the session. I'm not playing this one anymore. I am really, really done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do one hand at $100, two hands at $100. I just want to see. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play for the dealers. Let's go. So yeah, that worked out by not hitting it. 21, 16, 200. Busted. That's real.
Thank you.
Check it. Too many. We're gonna double the 11.
Is there 20?
Oh, you got a 20. Okay. 20. Blackjack, 14. We'll stay on 14. Good. All right, deal. Take all that down.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, wow,
Amazing.
thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We got 2,000, 1,400. All right, so we're gonna agree. 19,400. Yep. Always work with dealers on this because everyone's human, they can make a mistake. So make sure to try it.
Okay, then these replay sessions are looking pretty interesting, certainly to me, and hopefully to more than just me. But the general idea is that I just take a single, fairly brief session from one of the YouTube professionals, and then just transcribe all the outcomes obviously exactly the same outcomes, down to the last detail, into the algorithm here, and we just see what happens. I know what's going to happen. I know that pattern betting is going to win, and I know that the pros with their random betting and their shit or bust tilt and why the hell, why not? What's it got? Hail Mary kind of attitude to gambling, which is exactly what the casinos want to see. That's exactly what they want. And so these guys are faithfully delivering. They're giving the casinos performances which mirror match what your average Joe is going to do when he sits down and throws back a few so-called complimentary cocktails or free beers or whatever, and gets slowly shit-faced and empties his wallet, and then goes to the ATM and gets some more, and then goes to the ATM and gets some more, and then, well, you know the story. I certainly do after all the years that I lived in Nevada. So, that's how it is. Anyway, this time, Mr. HP, Jason, beat me. But he had to go 6,850 into the hole to do it. And I went, oh, look at that. I didn't go in the hole. I won 2,075 and he won, what did he win? Let's go down here and find out. It's always not so easily done because I have to remember that the screen recorder takes over, and so it is in charge, and I have to basically do as I'm told. Anyway, he won 3,150. I won 2,075. His win was 6.3% of his total action of 50,200. My action was 9,425, and so I won 22% of that. It was a soft shoe, or shoe and a bit, so there was no terrible drama. I mean, you look at this and you think, and this here, yeah, that's pretty damn bad. But most of the way, look at this. I mean, it was pretty nice for Jason. But I don't follow his bets, obviously, because I'm horrified by the way that these guys bet. I mean, I think that obviously, they've got this kind of inclination to flush, burn, or otherwise destroy good money because they're doing it all the time. Jason is actually way ahead since I started tracking him on March 15th, but I've made no secret to him or to anybody else of the fact that I am a little bit, shall we say, surprised by that. You're looking at a game for him which has about a 5% player advantage. And I'm not talking about his bets. I'm talking about just flat bets, wins versus losses, losses versus wins. It's about 5% a player edge. And over a 9 or 10 month period, that's unique in my experience. I've never seen anything like it. But there we are. That's what unique means, I guess, isn't it? So, here's Jason. Dump-a-dump. And here's Algie. But and I think it's worth doing this. It's just important, I think, for me to demonstrate to the 3 or 4 people, the handful of people who are concerned about numbers and want to learn how to win. I think it's important for me to use data sources which are independent and verifiable. And obviously, anybody can go onto Jason's website and can look at his session and make sure that I haven't in any way manipulated or misrepresented the outcomes that he had to endure. And as I say, they weren't really that bad. There was a really shitty run here, but basically it was an easy ride. So there you have it. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, this is the full picture of Mr. Handpay's performance since the 15th of March last year. That's 10 months plus, And I've got to tell you, the guy is a miracle worker. Random bettors normally don't do well at all, but I'm starting to think that maybe there's an oil painting of Mr. Handpay in his attic, and the oil painting is the one that loses money. Random betting. Meanwhile, he. I don't know how many of you know the Irish. What's his face? Not Orson Welles, the other guy. Who had, it was actually a wonderful novel. It made a good movie too, a couple of good movies. But yeah, the story of this guy who did a deal with the devil and had an oil painting in his attic, which aged and became debauched while he came out of it. Oscar Wilde was the guy. Yeah. Anyway, the latest session, I've got Mr. HP ahead by 3,150. And here, the algorithm is ahead by 1,490. But there are a couple of minor, very, very minor, tiny little problems with the algorithm in this particular model, which I started on the 15th of March last year. And so I've sorted those out, and it doesn't make that much difference because the principle is always the same, and that is that you suffer 3 losses and then you drop, and then as soon as you get a win trigger, you go bang and you go back to the full value bet, not double it, but the actual bet as before, and then you keep doubling after that until you turn around or until you fall into another hole, and then you repeat the process. And it's really very simple. It's just progressive betting, restrained, controlled, sort of like held back, if you like, so that it doesn't go completely bonkers like a martingale would. So anyway, what I do with all of the models when I look at or when I track people, professionals like Jason, I only bother with their first base or left-hand bet, because all this nonsense about spreading out and doing all of that stuff, crap. This time, of course, he made a complete fool of me because first base bets, and this is all here, first base bets plus 3,150, all bets 11,950. So it shows what I know. But once in a blue moon, of course, he's going to get very lucky. On the whole, he's fractionally ahead of me. He's at 241,500 ahead, which is 5% of his total action. Double or drop or pattern betting or target betting or turnaround. It's got multiple names. They're all, they all describe the same thing. I just change the names periodically because somebody says, "Well, I don't understand what that means." So I try to make it simpler and simpler and simpler, and then I obviously completely cock it up. Anyway, my win is not that far behind him, but it's 12.1% of my total action. And my total action is, well, it's down here actually, is it's about a third of his. The exposure, my exposure is well, his is 2.5 times mine, and my win is just a little bit below his. Once you get into these kinds of figures, you're talking real money, right? So yeah, but I only bother with with these. But I mean, I knew a guy in Nevada who, when I first met him, when he first moved into my neighborhood, he had a big house, a big business. He was doing extremely well, very, very successful guy. By the time he was driven out of town, he had lost pretty much everything. And I think he was single-handedly responsible for financing the local casino's latest expansion project. He lost hundreds of thousands. And he was a guy who bet three bets at the blackjack table all the time. And I would say to him, I said, why? I think his name was Claude. Why are you doing that, Claude? That just doesn't make any sense. And he'd say, but it's such fun when the dealer busts and you win all three of them. I said, yes, but what about when the dealer doesn't bust? What about the dealer when the dealer gets 20 and you got 3 19s, or when the dealer turns over a blackjack and you've got, sort of like thousands out there? And he just sort of says, well, no. And he used to trumpet the incredible freebies that he got from the casino, the incredible free meals and the rooms for all his visiting family, and everything that he could possibly have wanted. Well, of course, like Vegas Matt. I mean, Vegas Matt lost 300,000 last year, he said. And then he goes on about the fantastic valuable player points and the free meals and the free this and the free that and the flights and the da-da-da-da. But wait a minute, Matt, you paid 300,000 for them. Come on. And that was Claude. Same thing, And it's like all these people who play in the casinos and accept complimentary cocktails. They're not free. They cost a bloody fortune. Most people overtip anyway for the drinks. So, two great things to be in a casino. Cocktail waitress, valet parker. Fantastic money made there, just incredible. Better money from winners than from losers, but, overall pretty damn good. But anyway, I just wanted to sort of like put things in perspective here and just add this little extra thing where, definitely this time Jason's multi-hand betting made him an extra 8.5, nearly 9,000. And that's fine. It's like the old saying about blind squirrels and nuts, But whatever Jason's doing, I am suspicious. He knows that. Not that he cares. Why would he care? He's making money hand over fist. He's got his business now that he's running as a sort of a concierge, not a concierge, but a kind of like a host for the casinos that are on his sponsor list, And fine, great. So long as everybody knows what's going on, so long as everybody understands. That's really what I'm all about, is just trying to say to people, look, these are the numbers. This is what you're up against. If you can't afford to win, you're crazy to play. Because if you don't have a big bankroll behind you, volatility, and it's a big issue in all of these table games, volatility will wipe you out. You'll run out of money before your luck turns. And your luck will turn, but you won't be there when it does, kind of thing, Anyway, that's it for now.